Hi, I'm Simon Pitkin, Client Success Director at Hoxton Wealth. If you've ever lived or worked in the UK, you've probably paid national insurance. And if you're an expat now, that record could be one of the most valuable assets you own if you look after it properly. Today I'll explain how the state pension works for expats, what you might be missing, and how to make sure you can get what you're entitled to. I'll explain what it is and why it matters. The UK state pension is a government-backed income you receive once you reach retirement age. Currently that's 66, but rising to 67 in the coming years. To qualify for the full amount, you need 35 qualifying years of national insurance contributions. If you have fewer than that, you'll get a partial pension, and if you have less than 10, unfortunately, you won't get anything at all. As of 2025 and 2026 tax year, the full state pension is £230 a week, about £12,000 a year. It's not going to fund your full lifestyle abroad, but it's a solid inflation-linked foundation that's well worth protecting. What happens when you move abroad? When you leave the UK, your national insurance contributions usually stop unless you've chosen to pay them voluntarily. This is where most expats miss out. They think, I'm not using the NHS anymore, there's no point in me paying. But these contributions aren't just for the NHS. They build your state pension entitlement. So if you're working abroad, you can apply to pay voluntary national insurance. There are Class 2 contributions, around $345 a week, roughly $180 a year. These are for people working abroad who previously lived and worked in the UK. There's also Class 3 contributions, around about £17 a week, around $900 a year. These are for those not currently working. Class 2 contributions is the best deal you'll ever get. You're essentially buying an extra year of pension income for less than £200. So why acting early matters? Up until 2025, there was a special window where people could fill national insurance contributions all the way back to 2006. Unfortunately, that window is now closed. Since then, you can only backfill the previous 6 years. So if you miss those, the opportunity disappears permanently. That's why it's so important to review your record now. Even 1 or 2 of those missing years can reduce your pension for life. Okay, so what should you do next? Here's what I recommend. Number 1, check your national insurance record by going to the gov.uk website. You'll see exactly how many qualifying years you have. I'll provide a link in the description box below for where you need to go. Number 2, get a state pension forecast. It will show you how much you're on track to receive and how many years you still need. Number 3, decide if voluntary contributions make sense for you. Most of the time, if you're planning to retire in the UK or a country where a pension is uprated each year, it's worth it. Number 4, okay, fill the gaps where you can. The longer you leave it, the less you can backdate, and the harder it is then to catch up. I always tell clients, your state pension might not seem like much today, but it's a guaranteed income for life linked to inflation, and the best value financial product you'll ever own. If you're an expat, want help checking your records and deciding whether it makes sense to make voluntary contributions, click the link in the description box below to book a free call, and one of the team will be there to assist you. We'll help you understand what you're entitled to and how to make sure you don't leave money on the table.